Joe, if you guys have ever been a part of her, what is Yes, the Miracle League. Thank you. It's been a long week. Thank you. We just love to give back to our community. So this year, as you can see, our theme is trusting in Jesus, and we've just learned lots of new things. But one thing that we thought was in alignment, Miss Molly Hoffman gave us the idea. There's a local charity. It's Mending Hearts, and what they do is they come in and they help littles. Sometimes, us grown-ups kind of have some things that we need to work out, and Mending Hearts comes in and they just really help to take care of these children. They feed them. Sometimes they're offering clothing to them, snacks. What the kids really loved is Miss Lori Gentry. She actually leads this ministry, and she came and spoke with us on Wednesday night and said, everyone gets a stuffy. Well, you guys have kids. What kid doesn't love a stuffy, right? And if your home looks like mine, it's a zoo full of stuffies. And so they really love that these kids get stuffies. And so each night they've brought money. And so I am pleased to announce that these kiddos, so far this week, in 3 nights, you guys are rock stars, parents, by the way, because they've raked your pockets dry, because they've raised $621 just this week. And listen, it's not over, so if you have money that you want to drop in one of those buckets, you can go ahead and jump out there real quick, because our tithe counters are going to grab that and count it up. At the end, we will announce our overall winner, and I think there's something that's going to happen. I don't really want to talk about it. A pie in the face. You're right, Olivia. That's what I heard. I'm not sure who's getting it, but somebody, I think, is getting a pie in the face. We'll see about that. So super proud of these kiddos. They've worked really hard this week. This next group of kiddos, we each year do a dance team. And these kids have worked for the last month. They've come to practice once a week, practice for an hour. This past week, starting on Sunday, they've practiced for an hour and a half every night, and then we had our service on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So they have just really worked really hard, and these kiddos are not just chosen by, random. No. Their teachers they nominate them to say, hey, this kiddo has really shown some leadership in the classroom, or they're really helpful, or Race, man, he is really a prayer warrior. He really goes to prayer when someone needs prayer. And so these kids were not just picked because, they're cute. No. They are leaders in the classroom. We can't wait to see what the Lord has for them in their future, or to even watch them become leaders here in this local house right now. So dance team, without further ado, come on to the stage. Give them a round of applause, guys.
Well, if it isn't Scout Rivers, hiker extraordinaire. I see you're sitting by a fire and you're finally eating beans with a spoon.
Yep, I remember what you taught me.
What's that?
Well, I learned that you can't start a fire with sunglasses, you can't suck beans through a straw, and to watch out for flashlights stealing chipmunks.
Well, those are good lessons, but what about Jesus? What did you learn about him this week?
Well, I learned it's okay to wonder things, and that not all answers are in my guidebook, because Jesus gave us a guidebook too.
That's right. It's called the Bible, and when we feel alone, we can trust Jesus and go to the Bible.
I also learned that even though I can't see Jesus, he's always with me, especially whenever I'm hiking out here in the woods.
That's right. When we feel alone, we can trust Jesus.
Oh, and I can't forget about having the right power tools, like having matches for a fire and a can opener for my beans.
Exactly. When we feel powerless, we can trust Jesus too. But I do have one more lesson for you.
What's that?
So, I see you've been messing with your compass.
Yeah, my guidebook says it's my guide to true north, but I think it's broken.
It's not broken. Let me help you. So, it's a wild world out there, Scout. And just like that compass helps you find true north when it's fixed, Jesus helps us through our ups and downs of life.
So basically he gave us our own internal compass so we can be more like him?
Wow, Scout, that's a good way to put it. You really have learned a lot.
Well, thanks to you and Jesus, I think I'm ready.
Ready for what?
To go help that hiker over there. She looks pretty lost. Can I borrow your Bible?
Sure, here you go.
Hi, I'm Scout Rivers, hiker extraordinaire. I'm ready to tell you all about Jesus.
These two girls, let's give them a round of applause. They have brought these skits, that's right, all week to our students, And Brielle was kind of thrown in there. Addie is quite the actress, we've learned this week. And she really did a fine job of setting the tone so these kiddos can grasp what she was saying. And then she actually wrote the skit for today. So a round of applause for her. She did an awesome job. She's a great student leader that we had here. So as I told you, this week we've learned that when we feel alone, we can trust Jesus. And when we wander, we can trust Jesus. And when we feel powerless, we can trust Jesus. So on day one, we kicked it off with, and forgive me, my notes, I really thought, I'm going to remember all this, but then I'm not going to remember all the things that I want to say. So here we go. So on day one, we kicked it off with When We Wander, and we spoke about John the Baptist and how he really laid the line for Jesus and was the messenger. And then we talked about how even John the Baptist, he wondered, I'm going to baptize Jesus? Like, what is this? And how it's okay to wonder. It's okay to not have all the answers. And my favorite part of night one was the skit is, I think Addie's line was, if there's anyone who loves to answer questions more, there's no one who loves to answer questions more than tour guides and church leaders. I was like, oh, I don't know that church leaders like to answer all the questions, but we do have fun. So we learned about that. It's okay to wonder. It's okay for these kiddos to have questions, but what's important is that they have that firm foundation both at home and in their church where they can come and ask the questions and that we can be there to minister to them. So we learned that it's okay to wonder, right? So then in our wilderness, we learned on day 2 that it's okay to feel alone. We talked about Jesus in the Mount and how he was speaking, and he's really showing us how to live life and that it's okay for sometimes us to be alone. But God didn't make us to be alone. When we feel alone, we have him that we can always depend on, but we also have our friends, right? That was probably the hardest part for me in 2020. Pastor Jeremy and I, we're real social. I don't know if y'all know that about us, but we really like people. And so when we had all that, we weren't really seeing one another. I was like, oh, I'm going stir crazy. Can somebody meet me at the park? And so we're not made to be alone. God didn't create us for that. So we taught these kiddos that even though we go through highs and lows and sometimes all of our friends are not always there, it's okay because we always have a friend in Jesus. And then on day 3, we learned that, man, there is nothing more powerful than Jesus. And we learned about how during these days there were all these Roman soldiers walking around and they may or may not really liked Jesus a whole lot and thought they were really more powerful, but there was this one Roman soldier that knew the power of Jesus, and his servant was sick, and he said he was a man that was leading hundreds of men, but he knew the power of that one man, and he knew that Jesus did not even have to go to that servant's house. It was a spoken word. All it is a spoken word, and Jesus healed that man, right? And so what I want to talk to you guys about today is that really the book of Matthew, it's the fulfillment of promise, right? Like, it's the fulfillment of promise. It was prophesied that all these things were going to happen, and that's just what we talked to your babies about this week, is that all these things were prophesied, and Matthew is showing us how, hey, this is how it all happened. This is what happens. But what it really shows us is that, are we trusting in Jesus? Are we knowing that when we feel powerless or those hard things come about, are we showing our children that that's who we depend on? It's not about just us. We can't do it on our own. We physically cannot do it on our own. And so today is really about letting you know what all we've taught our kids, but just bringing in the family aspect of life is that we can't do it on our own, and there's going to be hard times. And we talked about this week how Jesus didn't say it was all going to be perfect. It's not if, it's when those hard times come. That's what we like to say around here. But we have to set that firm foundation, and it starts in our homes. We can do ministry all day long through the church, but if we're not ministering to our children in our home and praying and going through the hard things with them and honestly letting them see us go through those hard times and showing them who we put our trust and faith in. That's really what True North is all about, is that we are showing our students just how to focus on Jesus, how we lean in on him when times are hard, and how we say, hey, it's okay that it didn't happen that way, because I've seen God take something that was meant for evil and turn it for good. And I know that you guys have all seen those same things in your home. It's been such a powerful week this week, seeing your babies just open up and ask questions. And we may not have the baptism trough out here, but I know deep in my heart that seeds were planted. I call him Pastor. He's not going to like this, but you guys, if you don't know Brother Darren, whew. There were so many different kiddos that came to me to say what a powerful job he did in that small group. And we're so thankful to have a man of God serving in those classrooms, teaching these children. So thank you, Darren, for all that you do in your heart to serve. We learned this week that Jesus is our true north, and we learned that he is the only way to fight our battles on our knees, asking for him to help us, even though he may not answer it the way we want him to answer it or the way we think it should be answered. We know that his way is better. We know that he has it all under control. He is the most powerful. I was a little nervous about these songs this year because, see, we've always used this certain curriculum and we shifted and did something different, and our other songs are always real fun. But the power and the message in these songs, hearing these kids sing that their God is so powerful and how he will not let go of them, that's just what we need to be teaching these young people, because, it's scary out there. It truly is a wild world, and we all need to learn that we can trust Jesus in this wild world. So thank you again for bringing your kiddos. Thank you for serving alongside with us. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you would please bow your hearts with me. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the opportunity to serve your children. God, we know that you have given these children as gifts to us, Lord, and we're here to minister to them. God, help us to go forward in our homes, in our schools, in our workplaces, Lord, that we would show that we know that you are our true north. Lord, that you are better than all ways, that there's nothing this world can teach us that is better than the way you teach us. Lord, help us to hold these scriptures close to heart. Lord, help us to continue to pour into our young people. Lord, continue to pour into our families at home. Ministry starts in home. And God, thank you for sending your son Jesus to be the example that we all need each and every day. In Jesus' name, amen. I want to tell you guys that VBS is not a one-person job. There's a lot of planning and there's a lot of people. And I'm pretty biased to say we have a really amazing team. We have a lead team in Victory Kids that consists of Miss Aspen Ruddick. She's not here today, but she leads our nursery and our tots class. Miss Marissa leads our We School preschool. Miss Lisa is my OG. She and I have been together since the old building where the termites were holding it up. It was real fun there. We've worked a lot of VBSs together. Pastor Haley put the two of us together, and we just hit it off and ran with it. And then we have Miss Dion, who works our check-in. She serves there each week and has an amazing team. We can't do it alone, and we have to have one another. So give these ladies a round of applause because they do an amazing job. And I know you're wondering, wow, who does all this decor? Well, it ain't me. But I'll tell you who it is. We have people that wear lots of hats around here. So Miss Marissa, she does that decor. Miss Amber, Miss Lana, and Molly Hoffman. Give those ladies a round of applause. Now, you'd never guess that that's a drum cage or a baby grand or a B3. You would never guess there's equipment underneath there, but it is. And there's no tape, Pastor, we made sure. We made sure there's no tape on anything. It's just covered with some cloth and some pretty lights and lots of fun stuff, right? And so if you served for VBS, and everyone's not here, we know it's summertime and it's super busy, but I just want to give you a few little stats. We averaged about 64 kids a night, give or take. People fall off or not. So absolutely give that a round of applause. We know that the Lord's word does not return void, and so we're prayerful that seeds were planted. We had 62 volunteers. And y'all, that's amazing. 62 people took a time out on their week to say, hey, I want to come serve Jesus with you. I want to come pour into these kids. So if you served in any capacity, please stand. Sides, I see you over there. And this is not even everybody. This is not even everyone. Thank you all so much. Yes, Mr. Darren? Oh, I'm getting there. Really, we all have one real special part. I'm going to tell you that in just a second. But there's another team that really does not get enough credit for all that they do. And that's our media booth. They are our all-time hype people. Eli Perry, he is your hype man. He is a hype man for Jesus, no doubt about it. He had such a fun week. The kids love him. It's so fun to see his spirit in this house and how he just loves Jesus. And he told me a special story about how I was just walking through Bass Pro Shop, and these kids come up to me and said, can I pray with you? And I said, well, you have to pay that forward. Now you have to go pray with somebody. He goes, oh, I don't know, Miss Beth, I'm real shy. Now y'all heard him. He is not real shy. So I'm going to need y'all to really encourage Eli to go pray with some people out in the public, in the streets, okay? But then there's this other team of folk who on Monday night just said, hey, I'll come up there and help you. Miss Becky Matthews helped us decorate, and she sat down in the floor with a roll of paper and some paint and went to town and made some trees and some mountains. And I was like, well, Becky, hello, where did that come from? But then we have Mr. Andy. And Mr. Andy, who knows what happens when you get hungry? You get real hangry is what we like to say. Even Isla will say, I'm sorry, Mom, I'm just hangry. Hey, she's always hangry. It's true. But Mr. Andy Matthews and his team, they're not going to want to stand, but Mr. Andy, Mr. Jeff, and Mr. Jonathan, they kept us fed real nice every night. No one left here hungry. From hot dogs to homemade peanut butter chewies. We're going to have to walk a little more this week because we ate all those peanut butter chewies. We had barbecue nachos. Mr. Andy smoked some barbecue and brought some nachos. He kept us fed real nice, he and his team. So we're super grateful for them. These kiddos got fed every single night. And I don't want to keep talking. I just want y'all to see all the fun that we had. So can you guys cue our slideshow?
Feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power, yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and he is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop. I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any and heart, it's the power. Yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. Let's do it all again right now. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop.
If you know God's love, say hey. If that love's enough, say hey. Even in the darkest night, say hey. Cause you're gonna be alright, say hey. He'll leave the 99 sheep and go find the lost. His love always finds me, reminds me of the cross. If He gives His Son for me, hey, 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 why should I worry? Hey, 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 it's time to pray. Get those hands raised. Hey, 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 if you know God's love, say hey. If that love's enough, say hey. Even in the darkest night, say hey. Cause you're gonna be alright, say hey. He'll leave the 99 sheep and go find the lost. His love always finds me, reminds me of the cross. If He gives His Son for me, hey, 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 why should I worry? Hey, 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 it's time to pray. Get those hands raised. Hey, hey, hey. He'll leave the 99 sheep to go find the lost. His love always finds me, reminds me of the cross. If He give His Son for me, hey, 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 why should I worry? Hey, 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 it's time to pray. Get those hands raised. Hey, 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 it's time to pray. Get those hands raised. Hey, hey, hey. 3, 4.
Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop.
All right. Wasn't that amazing? Give it up for our Victory Kids dance team and all of our Victory kiddos down there dancing. Okay, before we announce who will be pied and who won the mission goal, we are going to go ahead and get ready to do our last step to worship as you walk out the doors. That's receiving His tithe and our offering. We have a few ways you can do that here at Victory. You can give online at victorywire.com. You can drop it in the bucket on the way out the door, or you can do text to give. That number is 870-394-5990, and follow the prompt from there. Now, this is the time everybody's been waiting for. Now, the winner of the mission goal, their crew leaders will get to pie the people that were voted on our social media, the leaders. If we could put those leaders' faces up there.
So we had the option of Miss Beth, Brielle, Mr. Jeff, Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Nate, Mr. Andy, Marissa, or Miss Lisa. Now, who will get pied? I don't know. There's a few that I think probably need it. You know, just as a little getcha. But first, who will be pieing them is what all the kiddos want to know. So over the 3 nights and this morning, we had, for a total, these kiddos brought in $726.18 to support Mending Hearts. With one group bringing in $345.06 all by themselves. 3rd and 4th grade, let me hear ya. Or our green team. So the leaders that we posted will be pied by Miss Lana and Miss Brennan, who I don't know if you've seen Team Spirit, but they were showing up with green bandanas, bear headbands, crab headbands, everything to make sure that their team, they had team chances they were coming in. They were here to play. Now, on social media, we posted a poll with all the leaders' names that were on there, that were just on the screen, and you could vote for who you wanted to be pied or who your student wanted to be pied. We did it on Facebook and on Instagram. There was a tie. It wasn't Mr. Andy, thank goodness, because he said if he got pied, he was not cooking next year. He just called it. He was like, I'm not doing it. It wasn't myself, thank the Lord. It wasn't Miss Beth. That's the one I wanted her. It wasn't Miss Lisa. It wasn't Nate. But Brielle and Jeff, they wanted to get. So Brielle just tried to throw a pie into the audience. So we're going to bring this tarp up here. And Brielle and Jeff are going to get pied by Lana and Brennan. And also, they all agreed to this at the start. They were game for it. They said, whatever, I'll do it. Until they got voted. Mr. Jeff just didn't know what all this morning had in store for him. Third and fourth. Way to go. Give it up for those good sports. With that being said, happy VBS week.